Now, as we wrap up, one of the things I want to touch, and I cannot have you here and not ask you about the days of the Grenada Revolution. I understand that you helped to train some of our soldiers, the soldiers who bravely and admirably defended our nation in 1983 during the United States invasion of our country. But you'd had a relationship with the revolution before that. Tell me about that.
Yes, I don't remember the exact date, but I do remember it all. Um, I was a training officer attached to the training wing of the Guyana Defense Force, and we got orders to travel to a place on the Essequibo coast where a secret camp had been set up. And when we got there were facilities and so on, and there were these people from Grenada, and we were ordered to train them. And we trained them. We did not know what we were training them for, but we proceeded. We trained them in the use of firearms. We trained them in small arms tactics and so on. And if my memory calls, it was a 6 weeks training program,
And that was prior to March 1979 or after?
no. This was before your revolution.
This was before the revolution rose. So this was in
Yeah.
preparation. This was in preparation for the coup. Okay.
Yeah. And the leaders came, Morris Bishop and others. They received training too, and they traveled back to Grenada, and then a small detachment of officers and men from the Guyana Defense Force. We traveled to Grenada aboard one of our trawlers belonging to the Guyana National Service. And the Burnham government provided the weapons, and the rest, as they say, is history.
So you were part of a squad that brought the weapons in that uh, were used in the rising of the revolution. That's interesting.
Well, we came to Grenada, and we not only we after
You came in secret. You came in secret, yes?
yes, we came in secret, but we trained the Grenada Defense Force after the overthrow of Geary.
Mhm.
So the people who actually trained that army that rose up out of the New Drill movement were actually under the command of a major called Major Victor Wilson, and he had several of us assisting.
Wow. And those were some interesting times, certainly a richer time in history when a lot was happening geopolitically. Um, a lot is happening now, but there seems to have been a different flavor to what was going on back then in the 60s and the
Much,
70s. Yes.
much different. And I mean, it saddened me when it all came to an end, because I had great friends with some of those persons who unfortunately were murdered. My take. And I thought that this would have been something great for Grenada. And it all started on the Essequibo coast in Guyana.
There's the keeper. You know, I wish I had more time to talk to you. I think I will have to have you back on the show to talk some more. But we're out of time now. I want to thank you so much, Mark Archer, for joining me on The Narrative, and congratulations on the new book, I Priest, Mass Murder at Jonestown, Guyana. Good luck with the new book as well.